Howdy on Lex Lives. I think it's time to play a little better than wolves. Alright. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a late recording session in today. It was busy. It was probably busier than it should have been. Well, not all of it was busy. I, we got a new refrigerator today. And, so I don't know why I'm going that direction. So, did I feed my chickens? Let's just give them a second here. I'm not sure if I fed them or not. I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna hold off on feeding them though, because I think I want to go do some mining. Um, but yeah, so it was one of those things where like we will call you to confirm your delivery, and your delivery will be sometime between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Okay, and so people were here. Oh no no. So then I took the phone and I put it next to my bed, and of course I can't sleep because I'm worried I'm going to miss the phone call. Because our old refrigerator was leaking water occasionally all over the floor, and that's why we ordered a new washer. No, not a washer, refrigerator. Why would you order a washer if your refrigerator was going out? I don't know, but that's not what we did. And um, so we it's like Labor Day when we ordered it. No, it wasn't Labor Day. It was the weekend of Labor Day though, because they had sales, right? So we got a few bucks off, and oh, really? Somewhere a spider just spit on me. Don't spit on me, spider. I don't like it. And so, of course, there's like, those kind of places don't deliver very quickly. And so, today was the day. And yesterday, our old refrigerator decided it was pretty much done. And so it kept the things sort of cool, but not really. And so I was worried about that, and then had to have. Where are you that you're spitting on me? Oh, you're way down there. I can see you. I can see you, but I'm not gonna play with you. Torches. Yes, I was gonna say I thought I had a bunch of torches. Let's get another shovel. So that's cool. Oh yes, my mining area is actually up here. I don't know if I made it all the way down or not. I think I had to stop because I was out of torches. I'm no longer out of torches. So I put the phone next to my bed, and um, so no, I guess there is no thing. I've gotta start the next row here. So yeah, so they called about, I don't know, 9 o'clock. So they'd be there between 1 and 3. That would have been awesome if they called yesterday and told me that, and then I wouldn't have been worried about getting out of bed, and I would have slept better. And but no, that's that's not how these places work. And so, anyways, that meant that someone had to be on the floor with the main door, and my computer office is in the basement. So I can't be in the basement and wait for people to come to the door because we don't have any doorbell or anything set up like that. But my brother in law was home, and the dude has spent hours over the last 2 months either sitting in the kitchen reading a book or outside working on his boat, right? And so today would have been a perfect day for him to be outside working on his boat. So what did he do today? It was nice out, wasn't too cold. We needed someone outside waiting for the people to arrive. And so what does he do? I get up, I get my cereal, I eat my cereal. He's outside on the boat. I finish my cereal, I go upstairs, and he's nowhere to be seen. He has retired to his bedroom, which is on the second floor, closed the door, turned up his video game loud, and is playing a video game where he will not in any shape or form be able to see or hear the truck get here. So I spent 3 hours sitting in the kitchen reading a book so that I could see when the truck got here. And then this is the weirdest thing to me. So then the truck gets here, right? He's been upstairs in his bedroom playing on his PlayStation, and when they get here, he goes out and sits in his boat and starts working in his boat. Actually, he goes out and sits in his boat for a while, just watching them load and unload the refrigerator, which I thought was a little weird. I mean, he did help me unload the old refrigerator before he did that, but it was bizarre. But yeah, so we got the new refrigerator in place, and then I spent, I don't know, probably 30, 40 minutes after they left trying to figure out how to hook up water to it because it's got the indoor water dispenser and ice cube maker, which we've never had before. But there was a hookup for it in the kitchen already, and so I thought, I can figure this out and it'll be really easy. And instead, it turns out that the nut, I wouldn't call it a nut. What would you call it? It's the connector is the wrong size on the copper pipe, and I don't do copper pipe plumbing. I mean, we have it. I'm not saying that I'm against it. I'm saying I don't know how to do it, and I don't have the tools to do it with. And so, yeah. So hopefully my friend can come over who does do this kind of thing and help me hook it up real quick. I think we probably just end up taking it out and replacing it with this other hose that I bought, maybe. I don't know if it'll fit. I don't know if it'll fit because it's weird to me that the connector is different. It's like super bizarre. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. At least it appears to be lit up. I still don't like it though. This has got to get closed in. I'm not having a spot for... I guess I could have not done that to myself. I'm not having a spot for monsters to drop in on my head. Oh, jeez. No spots for monsters to drop in on my head, alright? Did you hear me? I meant it. So, so then after that, we had a session of hidden secrets. We've now updated to beta 1.9 pre. So I guess we're gonna. I think he said we're gonna do half an update. So we got the first 1.9, and then we'll update to the middle 1.9, and then we'll update to the last 1.9. I could look this up. Oh, I did start going this way. Look, it's right there. Huh? Because I know when we're stopping. So 1.9, yeah. So after that will be halfway 1.9, and then or no, it looks like the next update is final 1.9 because we're supposed to go to 1.0 in October, and then we'll be slowing down our updates. Yeah, it's been an interesting run through beta Minecraft for sure. Honestly, other than the fact that there aren't as many blocks to work with, it hasn't been too different. I desperately miss hoppers, though. Wow, do I miss hoppers. Right now, I just miss food. Well... Huh. Animals don't work currently. Is this... It's 1 over, right? Yep. And so... you can't breed them. And, I mean, it's better than it was a little bit ago, because a little bit ago, you couldn't... They didn't respawn either. Sheep don't regrow their wool, stuff like that. And then the fact that we don't have... Oh, I thought that was gold. The fact that we don't have hoppers means I can't do up a chicken farm. Because I think chickens, you can... Chickens are a little different because you don't breed... Well, I mean, you can breed chickens, but you don't have to breed chickens. They just lay eggs. Why are you so far away? What happened there? It's not what's supposed to happen. But yeah, so we worked on that. We played a group event today is what we did. I almost didn't record this because that I was just gonna be like, I'll just put up that group event, call it good. And I'm like, no, I want to work on my Bear and Wolves world here a little bit. So we'll have to see how that goes. On here, though, I still need more gold. Always need more gold. I feel like I should look up how to find gold. I feel like I'm just bad at it. I don't find gold. I don't find diamonds. Just bad at it. At least on here, right, you can just cook your pick and get a new pick going. On regular Minecraft, I'm just as bad at finding diamonds. And so I'm always like right at the edge of not having enough diamonds to make my next pick. Although to be fair, the amount of time I spend compared to some of the other people who have lots of diamonds, getting diamonds. Although I feel like this right here is killing me. I hate strip mining, and I've talked about how much I hate strip mining. I hate it. I'll hate it. But anything else is just too scary. I'd like to search that that mine shaft, but man, it's all full of stupid poisonous spiders. Alright, as soon as we make it through this one, I'm going back up top. I'm going to go work on my farm some more. I know I've got to make pistons. I've got to get sticky whatnots. I need to cook up some more of these soul urns. Things like that. I've got to have it. I need to make my screw pump, right? I need that going too. I don't have that ready yet. I think that uses gold. Man, how far down here is this? Nope. Alright. I was wondering for a second here that I wasn't dug over far enough at the back of this, and that I was just gonna dig forever in this direction. Forever. Not gonna happen. Okay, so feeling chatty. I don't normally talk about. I keep saying this, but I usually don't talk about things outside of the game while I'm playing this one. But I'm not really doing anything. I mean, ooh, I used my shovel. Woo! So I do want to talk a little bit about the Snyder Cut. I don't understand people. I just don't. I never have. I mean, I get people. I don't have a problem understanding people in that way. I guess what I mean is I don't know why you would care. Is the thing I guess I want to say. So they got this. Let's just pretend you know anything about it. People know about Batman, Superman, that kind of thing. They have the Justice League movie, and if you don't follow the hero movies, the superhero movies, they basically there's two comic companies. There's a lot of comic book companies, but there's two really major ones: Marvel and DC. And so Marvel makes Iron Man and all that stuff. And DC, they make Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, right? And so dude, I just ran straight into that fire. And so they're making movies, and oh shoot. I feel like I should just take this guy. Well, I got a big hole in my ground. Don't die, plants. I'm here. I'm here to get the weeds before you decide that it's too much and you have to stop living. And so, I don't want to rehash everything that I know about this, but basically, basically, I feel like for the most part, I think it goes like this. Everybody is now aware of Iron Man because of the Marvel movies for the most part. Some people were aware of Iron Man before that, but I wouldn't say that pre Marvel movies that Iron Man was popular or Thor. The Hulk would have been, and the Hulk shows some issues in its releases. Um, uh, who else is on the team? Ant-Man, Spider-Man is pretty well known. Spider-Man's the only one that seems to survive better. Why aren't you guys bigger? I'm gonna go get some bone meal, I guess, and bone meal these guys. And basically what I'm trying to say is that the Marvel movies came along and popularized some lesser known Marvel heroes. People are more familiar with, I think, pre Marvel movies from Marvel would be the X-Men, right? Because the X-Men were big in the 90s, and the rest of those guys, not so much. So because they weren't as popular as the X-Men, they weren't. They didn't have as rabid of a fan base, I feel, as some of the other characters. And so, like, Hulk is a good example. People know the Incredible Hulk in a way that they didn't know other characters in the Avengers movies, right? Um, and so when they make Hulk movies, they do poorly because people know the Hulk. They know the Incredible Hulk. Oh, yeah, I guess I should learn to count. And so both of the Hulk movies that have come out have not done as well as expected. And while I don't really like the first one as much as the second one that came out, I don't think they were as awful as people make them out to be. And I think that's because the character was perceived in a specific way, and it's not necessarily how he comes out of the comics. And then comic book fans are. I'm a comic book fan, but I try not to. I try not to let my fandom overwhelm my ability to look at a thing objectively, which is very difficult to do, and sometimes I fail. And so uh, So you got like the X-Men, right? And so every time they try to do something with the X-Men, everybody's like, "Blah, it's not my X-Men. Blah, it's terrible. It's the worst version of these characters ever. We can't have a different look. We can't have a different costume. You know, and it's okay to be like, you know, I didn't like that costume, but you know, what's a costume, right? Really, you know, I don't take issue with them having an opinion. Don't get me wrong. You're welcome to your opinion. You're welcome, but I do feel like the amount of hatred that comes out of people's opinions for well-known characters is a terrible thing when it comes to adaptation from one genre to another. Um, and uh, and so I feel like because the Avengers were lesser known, or like the Guardians of the Galaxy people, I had no idea who any of those guys were before the Guardians of the Galaxy. Um, they didn't have people looking at them through a lens of, well, that's not my 90s Spider-Man cartoon, you know. And so, um, oh, right, I was going to look at making, I think I need glue. So I need to go out and hunt a beast or two. It's noonish. Is noonish... Don't know where I thought I was going there. Is noonish quick enough that I can make it out to Beastland and back again? I don't know. I'm gonna try. No, you know what? I didn't take any food with me. I'm not gonna try because that's just dumb. I'm gonna cut down more of these. And I'm gonna make some axles. And I'm gonna quickly finish my story because I only have a little bit of time left here. And I'm getting to the point. Don't worry. It sounds like I'm wandering, but I'm trying to get to the point. So DC has the opposite problem of Marvel. Like they did an excellent, they did a good job. Let's say good. I don't know anything they've put out is really excellent. But they did a good job of portraying great superhero movies with characters that are sort of known, but not known in a way where they can't tweak the stories. Because I'm sure there are plenty of die-hard comic book fans who simply don't like the Marvel movies because they're not accurate. I'm sure they're not accurate to the comics. But they weren't as rabidly a voice as DC fans seem to have been. And so there's some more to it, though, besides just the fans. But there was a very large cry about the DC movies. And one of those is because Superman is so well known. And so if you do Superman, you're not allowed to make any changes in people's opinion of how Superman should be. And I really like the two Zack Snyder films. I've always kind of liked Zack Snyder. I like my superheroes to be a little more human and a little more, I don't want to say dark. I want to say a little more struggling with the emotions of being a superhero. And so I feel like a lot of Zack Snyder stuff looks at that in a way that you don't normally get. This is going to be interesting. This is my. Okay, first off, I think I'm going to have to put this up first. shoot. I thought maybe I could sneak over. Oh no, look, I still need to do this end too. Now what am I going to do? Just trap down here. Dang it. No, we're going to do that so I can jump up here. Oh, that's not done either. Wow. Why did I think I only needed a couple more of these? I need a ton of these yet. Did I pick that up? And this is backwards. Oh. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Dang it. Burn it. So anyways, so we've got super popular, well-known characters in the DC movies, as opposed to slightly well-known, except for the Hulk. The Hulk is very well-known. This might work, I guess. We'll just use this water spot here to get in and out. This has got to go this way, right? Yeah. And, oh, I still didn't grab food. I'm going to get stuck in my own farm here if I'm not careful. And so, I need to finish this. So they're much more well known. So people didn't like Man of Steel because Man of Steel looked at Superman in a different way than what I refer to as the Super Friends version. I really don't like Superman most of the time because he's so one-dimensional in the comics. And I did like the old Christopher Reeves movie. I didn't like the Brandon Routh movie. Or Roth, or how to pronounce his name. And I liked Man of Steel. I liked Batman versus Superman. It was an interesting take on Batman versus Superman with an older, angrier Batman. I liked that. I'm not saying that he's like the perfect Batman, but I mean, how many Batman movies have we had? How many times you got to see Batman being Batman? Let's see a different version of Batman. It was nice, and then Wonder Woman was excellent, right? And so, but they weren't the young, in love Batman, Superman that everybody's used to. Batman and Superman are like best friends, you know. And so, I thought it was a good take. And so then they get to Justice League, and Zack Snyder was the director for Man of Steel. He was the director for Batman vs Superman. I don't know if he wrote them or not. I know he's a writer director a lot, but I didn't look that up. And so he had some terrible stuff go down, and behind the scenes they like reshuffled who was in charge of the movie production end of things, and so they brought in this dude Jeff Johns, who I can't stand, and Jeff Johns wanted Guardians of the Galaxy because Guardians of the Galaxy. Jeff Johns wanted Marvel. Jeff Johns wanted something akin to the way he tells his stories, which I don't like, and I have read years worth of Jeff Johns. And so when Zack Snyder left, He brings in Josh Whedon, who's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and they put together a whole new film, basically. And so uh, I think what I've read is that they used about 20 to 30% of the 80 plus percent completed movie that Zack Snyder had, and then they rewrote almost an entirely new movie, and really didn't use a whole lot of what was already done. And so the movie was super expensive in the end because they reshot so much of the film because they changed the film. And well, then of course it leaks out that that this isn't the film that Zack Snyder intended, and the people who worked on the film are like, "Hey, what happened? Where's the other version of this film?" And there were like characters cut out. There were people that were told they were going to be in the movie, who then were told not to show up after Snyder and Whedon, or not Snyder, Jeff Johns and Whedon took over, and so people wanted to see the Zack Snyder cut, and so some people saw a version that was put together from what footage was available, and so okay, this is gonna be tricky. Gotta take you out. Gotta put you in there, and then we'll do this and this. All right, so I think that fixes that. So now I should have power all the way down to here. I don't. Okay. Apparently I have something screwed up. Let's, I guess, just take these out and I'll replace them. Oh, I'm missing one. I'm seriously missing one. I need one axle. And so anyways, so people are like, this movie's terrible. And I agree. I didn't think it was great. I'm not saying that the Man of Steel has got some parts in it that I do not like. I'm not saying they're perfect movies. I just don't understand why people are like, nah, I don't like that, so nobody should have it. Attitude that they all seem to have for some reason. Not all of them. I'm exaggerating a bit, but there's a very vocal people on the internet who do not think that any version of this movie should exist besides the one that came out, even though there's... Oh, you scared me. Even though there's all this footage that they filmed and they spent so much money making this or filming this movie, and then they went in and refilmed it, and so I forget what I think the total for Justice League was like a $300 million budget, something like that, and so don't... Dang you. Well, I live here now. This is my new home. Down here where the spider dumped me. I can't even light a torch because... Oh, I can. Look at that. I'm tricky. So anyways... so... Oh, you know what, though? This should be... Is this too low to reach into my... No, it's not. No, it's not. Look at that. Ha ha, you thought you did me in, but you didn't do nothing, Spider. You didn't do nothing. What you do now, Spider? Um, I just wanted to go out and get a little bit more hemp. I don't know why that spider had to be so mean to me. I don't know why I didn't just stop and kill him. So, so lots of people, uh, at least at least in the realm of the people that hated. I don't know why. More people want it probably than the people who are like very angry that they're even talking about making a Zack Snyder version of the film. And I just don't understand why. Like, if the company is willing to put out another version of the film, why shouldn't that happen? Like, if the people want it and the company is willing to pay for it, then why shouldn't it happen? I don't get it. I don't understand the anger, and it's anger about this movie. It's like political level anger. So they announced that it's going to cost them like $70 million to complete a new version of this movie. And they're like, well, they didn't even have a movie then. $70 million is the budget for a film. Well, I mean, sure, but they're also changing the film from a movie to a 6-part miniseries. And bringing in actors who didn't get to have their character filmed in the Josh Whedon version of this film are now going to be in the Zack Snyder version like they were originally intended to. Because it's a different storyline than the Justice League that came out in the theaters. I don't understand. Why can't we? It's awesome to me. We get two versions of this. We get two different Justice League movies. What is wrong with that? We've got 3 versions of Spider-Man since I graduated from high school. And it's only been 20 years. We got 3 different versions of Spider-Man. I don't hear anybody throwing a fit about the different. Well, okay, I'll throw a fit about the different versions of Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong. I do not like that dude in the middle. I didn't think he was very good, and his movies were awful. I mean, they weren't his movies, but that movie with Jamie Lee Fox as Electro or whatever, where they play the Spider-Man theme song using electricity on poles. I'm like, this movie is. Who thought this was a good idea? But anyways, but yeah, it's very weird to me that people are so angry about the Snyder cut of this film. I don't get it. I don't understand. I I cannot grasp why. I like Dune. There's a new version of Dune coming out. There was a version of Dune on the Sci-Fi Channel that's different than the original Dune movie. I've read the Dune books, right? I'm not angry that they've got a new version of Dune coming out. I'm like, oh, yeah, let's see it. I might not like it, but at least I get to look at it, and it might be good. It might not be good. What if the Zack Snyder cut's really good? What are you gonna do then? Oh well, that movie's terrible. Zack Snyder. Bleh. You gotta at least wait for it to come out. You don't get to choose before it comes out unless you're making it. You get to choose after it comes out if you're gonna pay for. I mean, you're not gonna pay necessarily that way for it. I don't know because it's gonna be on HBO Max, which I already got because of this, so they already have my money. But yeah. Anyways, that's enough rambling. I'm gonna go now. So be better than the small things, lean in the light, and I will talk to you later.